Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Welcome to tonight's Success Connection. Let me get my webcam flipped on here. What's up? What's up? I hope you are all having a phenomenal week here. Let me just kind of move some of my screens around. Listen, if you are and have been a member of the Success Connection for a long time, please go and post inside of our Facebook group. Tell everybody we are live, and tonight we are giving away a ton of prizes. I'm talking about we are giving away a lot of stuff. Christmas comes early on the Success Connection, so I am so thankful to have all of you here and excited that we've got such a cool event planned for you tonight. Going to be a blast. We've got Ricky, who's live with us tonight, spending a little bit of time before Christmas with us, and then we've got a lot of new opt-in pages for your new business that we're going to be buying. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great, and there's going to be something happening next week live on the Success Connection that's going to blow you guys away, and it's going to be next week and the next, and completely free for every single person that attends. So more on that in just a little while. If you are brand new to the Success Connection, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're glad you've made it to one of the final Success Connections, I guess, before the end of the year. So pretty exciting. And wanted to take a quick second to just let you know, if you are in fact new, that the Success Connection is not a training that's about any one specific product or program or anything like that. The Success Connection is where I just take all of our students, put everybody in one place at one time, and we build a business together. We build multiple businesses together, actually. And in doing that, we're able to help you make money in so many different areas and so many different ways. Right before I got on here tonight and we were live, I was looking inside of our Facebook group. I saw students posting screenshots of the money they've made, like say with our Partner with Anthony program and some of our other programs, in the thousands of dollars, right? Like literally in the thousands of dollars. And that's what's possible when you dive in, you pay close attention, you create multiple streams of income, and you truly kind of take this seriously, right? Like this is a true business, and that's what this is really all about. So if you're new, it's okay that you're coming in today, and it's okay if you've missed like the last 3, 4, 5 years of been doing this, because I catch you up. I give you all the funnels, all the businesses, all the stuff, all of it completely free tonight. Everyone gets caught up. We've had this mantra and this deal that we've done for the last few years, which says no students are left behind, no students get left behind. So we continue to give and give and give as much as we possibly can, and tonight is no different. Tonight we are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to give away some gifts, and we're going to make sure that that those of you that are with us live have a chance to win some really cool stuff. So let me pull up my whiteboard here, just one moment. I'll pull up the whiteboard, and then I'm going to show you guys kind of some of the stuff that we're getting ready to do tonight, which I think will be so cool for you, and you'll have so much fun with this. So it's pretty exciting. Let's see here. I'm going to pull these down here. Pull that up there. Give me 1 second. Un momento. All right, let's see. All right, share the screen now. You should see this. Yep, there we go. So tonight, this is one of the things that we're doing. We are going to be giving away we're going to be buying 3 pages that start the new business, if you will, for our next business that we're building together, right? So we're gonna basically buy 3 opt-in pages tonight. Ricky and I are gonna kind of go through and really fine-tune this, and then we're doing the big giveaways. And let me tell you why this is important. So for those of you that are new, just check this out. Like, this is a screenshot I took earlier today. This is Tanya Jennings. She's just sharing some of the income. Hold on 1 second. It's the holidays here, so my dogs are going to go nuts when the delivery trucks come at 9, 10, 11 o'clock. It's crazy. But look at what Tanya says, right? She's made, I don't know how much money this is, $1,247, $115, $315. This was just paid to her in December of this year, right? So killing it, crushing it. That's like, I don't know, $1,600, $1,700 in revenue that she made. Then we have, we had another one I took a screenshot of when I was just kind of scrolling through there. And so Paulo is over $4 grand, or right around $4 grand that he's earned with us. And this is just a couple that I took screenshots. Carl Davies, I believe, had earned $66. I took a screenshot of yours as well. I'm always taking screenshots if you're making money and you're posting it inside of the Facebook group, because I feel like it's such an inspiration. And I want you guys to remember this. And I truly want you to think about this, okay? Basically, at the end of the day, I'm gonna put my phone over here because I like to try to keep on track. At the end of the day, if you want to be successful with your online business, you really do have to treat this like a business, okay? There are so many of these. I have hundreds of these screenshots, hundreds of them, all over all my phone, all over my computers. I have hundreds of them. I saved every one of them, and actually we're approaching close to 1,000. And the cool part about this is like for Tanya, for Paulo, for a few others, like we see their success consistently inside of our Facebook group. They're always posting, always inspiring, always giving some good, some good feedback, and really and truly always engaged, right? How many of you have noticed that your level of success goes up if you are far more engaged with what you're doing and what we're doing? Just give me a big yes. Give me a big yes in the chat box. Okay. I see lots of yeses, and I'm sorry that my dogs are barking, but my wife has been gone, so I can't stop them. So it's going to be a bark city tonight, okay? So they're along for the ride. So I see lots and lots of yeses. Abby Hunjo is another one. She actually just became a moderator in the Success Connection group today. So Abby, what's up? Thank you. Always engaged, always really wanting to help herself and help other people, right? I want you to make a shift in your mind to where you are truly, truly, truly focused, okay? Like truly focused on, I have no clue why my iPad is off there. Okay, where you are truly, truly focused on having success and being engaged, okay? Engaged in our Facebook group, engaged in your business, and engaged in what we're doing, because that's where the money comes from. There's 1,000 people on here right now, probably because we were doing the gift giveaways, because the last few times there have been a few less people on, maybe 100 people less or so, give or take, throughout the last couple of weeks. And the thing is that we say, go build a page for your new business, go post it in the group, get feedback from people, give other people feedback, all this stuff. Well, logic would tell you that we should technically see 1,000 people making those posts, but we don't. We might see 100, 10%. Here's the deal. I do not want you to be a part of the 80-20 rule, okay? I don't want you to be a part of that 80-20 rule. I don't want you to be the person that's in the 80% that don't do anything. In 2020, I want you to be a part of the 20% that are massively successful, but I want that whole group, the whole Success Connection group, to fit in that 20%, right? Of people overall who are looking to build a business and make money on the internet, because I truly believe that you can. There's no difference in Tanya, there's no difference in Paulo, there's no difference in Carl, there's no difference in Abby, and there's no difference in all the other people that you see posting in our group and you, other than they're dedicated, they're focused, and they are always inside of our Facebook group, leaving comments, reading, consuming information, and doing their very best to get better at what they're doing. Does that make sense, everybody? Just give me a guess if that makes sense. Okay, very, very good. So I just wanted to start off by showing, look, earlier today I saw these. You can see that was posted back on December 17th, but the Facebook group is kind of bizarre. It'll show you stuff whenever it wants to. So congratulations to Tanya, Paula, and obviously everybody else that got paid this month and has made money this month, whether it's through our Partnering with Anthony program or any other program, right? We don't care. We just want you to make money. We want you to be successful, right? So let's check out what we're doing tonight. So we talked a little bit about last, pretty much, last time we were on here live. Let's pull this up. We talked a little bit about kind of the business model that we're going for right now, okay? And What we're doing is we're building you a business, okay, that lets you sell done-for-you funnels, all right? And actually, I could probably just draw this out real quick. Let me just kind of scroll down. Okay, so your new business, okay, sorry, my desk is just not big enough for all of these things that we have. So, your new business funnel, okay, if you will. So your new business funnel, it works like this. Obviously, every funnel is started with traffic, so we're always gonna start with traffic. And it comes in and people go into this opt-in page, okay? So there's an opt-in page where we ask for their email, all right? And then we're gonna send people to what we call a sales page, okay? And oftentimes we'll do a thank you page in between, so we'll talk about that. If somebody buys, okay, so if they're a buyer, what we're gonna do is we're going to send them to a members area, okay? And if you're new, don't worry, we build all this for you, okay? And this has a bunch of done for you funnels already built and ready to go inside of there. They're also going to get 3 per month, okay? So 3 new funnels per month. So think about this. Traffic comes in, people opt in, they're excited, they want to learn how to get a funnel for their business. They go to a sales page where we say, hey, you can have access to this awesome product for this low amount of money every month, right? So it's a monthly fee. And this becomes, okay, and this is what we love, okay? This becomes monthly rebills. Now, you hate it when somebody rebills your credit card, but you would love to rebill somebody's credit card, right? It's where you can make one sale and get paid a lot of times, but also deliver a lot of value along the way. Now, this is the simplistic version of this funnel because I have so many gifts to give away tonight that I have to be very close, I have to pay close attention to my time. But essentially what we're working on tonight is this part of the funnel, okay? So we're working on this part of the funnel. This is where our focus is for tonight. Now, we have already, hopefully I can make this cooperate with me. We have already, you'll notice I have many different of all kinds of these things. So I have to kind of go through all of these. All right, so we have already got the Done For You Funnel Club page, okay? This is the opt-in page that we've already built. So I want you to take a look at it, all right? We built this page for you already. We gave this to you if you were here last week. If you weren't here last week, well, then we didn't give this to you already, right? The good news is that no matter what, I always catch you guys up. I always give you all the stuff that you need. So if you missed last week, we actually have a page here. This is called the Success Connection Student Portal. And inside of the Success Connection Student Portal, which I'll give you access to in a little while tonight, towards the end, you'll see down here where it says, your Done For You Funnel Business, okay? And it's got the funnel opt-in page, all right? This is where you're gonna get access to the page that we built. So we give you this page completely free, all right? Now, I specifically requested that you guys build your own version of this page right here, and that I would buy 3 of those versions tonight. And then I would also have Ricky come on and just kind of give us a high-level overview of what he thinks about each one. So Ricky actually went through the Facebook group and he picked out some of the funnels inside of the Facebook group, some that were not as great, right? So that we have an opportunity to really and truly give you some good critiques, right? And then we picked out some that were good that we're gonna buy. So tonight, the way we're gonna do things is we're about to go through about 10 of these funnels that you guys put together, post in the group. We're gonna critique those, okay? Then when we're finished, we're gonna buy 3 of them at $100 a pop. Next week, when you log on to the Success Connection live on Thursday night after Christmas, I believe, we're going to give you those completely free. So we're gonna buy those, give them to you. How many of you like that? Just give me a big yes. All right, I see lots and lots and lots of yeses. Yeses are good. Okay, very good. So we're gonna give those to you completely free. And then we're gonna start building out the rest of the funnel. So if you're a new student, here's the deal. We build the whole business for you, 100%. All you got to do is show up and click the little buttons to download the business at the end of the session. So you get all this completely free. My goal for this is to try to get this launched for you in the very first 2 weeks of January, because the best time of year to make money in this industry is January, February, March. Best time of year. Can anybody tell me why? Can anybody tell me why that's the best time of year? Just put it in the chat box. That's right. All of you are saying New Year's resolutions. Everyone is motivated. Look, it's just like anything in life, right? When you're motivated, you take more action. I was just talking to my wife about this the other day. When you break up with somebody, okay? So let's just say you have a split up, right? Break up, right? All of a sudden, both people end up at the gym. Both people end up making these huge life shifts, right? Like they're going back to the gym, they're gonna go work out and get healthy and be in shape. And then I'm gonna travel more. All of a sudden, you make all these major life changes real quickly, right? How many of you have seen that before? It's gonna be a yes. Okay, very good. Now here's what's crazy. The minute that you find somebody else, right? The minute you get over that big breakup, you kind of settle back into your ways. All of a sudden, you're not in the gym every day. You're not going on these crazy trips. You're not buying all these crazy things. You're back to the normal you, right? This is what happens on New Year's. People come out of the gate. They're like, man, I'm going to make all this money and I'm going to make these changes. And this is the year I'm going to do more of my business and I'm going to buy more stuff and I'm going to build more funnels and all that. And they're really hyped about it for the first couple, 2-3 months. Then it's like, man, we're into the year and we're just grinding. We're just trying to chug through this. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. We've done some cool stuff. And then by the time you get towards the end of the year, it's like, oh man, I'll do all that next year, right? The best time to make money is January, February, and March, okay, in this business. So we're gonna try to get this all done for you by the second week of January so that you can launch this business and take full advantage of it. The only way we can do that is if you're here, if you're live, if you're paying attention, if you're locked in, if you're loaded, and if you're really and truly on track, right? So you got to stay on track. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick look at some of these opt-in pages, and I've got Ricky on here with me, and hopefully this is going to let me, yep, so I can just pull some of these up. So Ricky, let's take a quick look at this one. Everybody, Ricky, everybody.
Oh, what's up, everyone?
Everybody was all saying, look, Ricky, in the Facebook group. So I thought it was really great. People were like, look, Ricky. So they wanted you to look. So Ricky, yeah. This was one of the first ones on your sheet. Tell me, was this one of the ones that you say, you know, in your opinion, was a good one that we could learn from? Is this, or was this one of the funnel pages that you were going to say, hey, this is not really, here's some things I would change?
So this is like a mix of two. It's good and bad. So it's a great starting point. And I'll explain the things I like and the things I don't like. I really like the background. It's really eye-catching. So when someone pops on here, I don't know, it gives that authoritative feel when you have somebody that's like looking at you like almost smiling, I guess, in a sense. Mm-hmm. Things I don't like in this page are too many colors. So we have, like, on the opt-in box, we have blue background with white, yellow, and red. So there's too much going on. So I'd like to maybe remove one of those colors, like maybe like do, instead of the blue background, just do like a black background to match that bottom black bar that's below the opt-in page. And that would pull away from like the busyness that's going on in that little box. If we go like to smaller details in that line that's right below the opt-in, we're missing kind of some margin space above the line that says work smarter, not harder. It'd be good to kind of, you don't want to have everything so crammed. So you kind of want to like give a little bit of gap and some room to read. Everything smushed together just doesn't, it's harder on the eyes when people are reading. So that'd be my change on that section. And then moving on down, the countdown timer, it's awesome that you added it on there. I'd just like to see a different style of countdown timer, so when it matches the page a little more. I like to keep red as my buttons and only the buttons, so that's like the main focus on the page. I don't really like to use that same color element for something else, so I'd almost make the timer like a yellow or a white to kind of match, even black, honestly, the way the page is flowing, but definitely not red, because you want your buttons to be like that only color. Whatever color you choose for your button, you should almost keep that the only color for the page for the buttons. If that makes sense.
Okay.
The bottom is perfect. Everything else, those were like that was my only feedback on this page. But other than that, it's really good for like what I would consider a first draft, which is what basically what all these are. You're giving us first drafts for us to critique, so it's an extremely good first draft.
Yeah, and so one of the things that you guys got to keep in mind is that, uh, and I'm not a designer, right? But I know what converts, right? And always look at margins. So like this right here, where if everybody could see these words I just highlighted right in here, whenever things are smashed together like that, it starts to look less professional, right? So I almost think that either you could remove this and all of this would look good, or you could remove this from here, right? Shift this up and make this right here kind of like a slogan in bigger words down here. Work smarter, not harder. You know, why struggle? Like
Yep.
put it down here. So what I do like about this is the sections of the page. I like that the background is consistent. So when I scroll, the guy's still looking at me, you know? It's not like I'm hiding his whole face or anything. I like that you have this little box in here. So there are things we can tweak on this to make this a really good design. So we're gonna hold that one there. And this may be a thing. Now, this is the pop-up, and I like the pop-up. So this is like the exit pop. I do like this. I mean, this is clean. You just reused Ricky's image here. So I do like the exit intent pop on this, and I thought that was a pretty good, you know, a pretty good exit pop, if you will, on this particular one. So I was pretty impressed by that one.
Well, it did its job because it made you stop.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It makes you stop. It's good. It's clean. I liked it. All right, let's take a look at this one. All right. So this is another one right here. Using purple. I will tell you, anytime you use these really like male or female dominant colors, you know, sometimes you run the risk of making your page feel more feminine or more masculine, you know what I'm saying, or more masculine. Like, you know, everybody uses blues and reds and greens on their sites. You don't see a lot of people build a website in pink. You don't see a lot of people build a website in purple. I like it, right? I think it looks cool, but not everybody does, right? Remember, you're designing for the masses, not for yourself. And that's always the hardest part of what we do. But I mean, aside from that, I don't dislike this page. I think it's just I think it might be. Let me see. Let's see. It's pretty close in layout to really to this one, right? Like if you look, it's very close in the way that it's laid out. So it's, again, it's not bad. It's and by the way, when we critique these, we're literally just giving you guys. You're supposed to be learning through what we say. Now, this particular one I do not like, and I'll tell you why I don't like it. First of all, this looks very much like something in the 1980s, like that you used to see on websites. Like it's very stock photo-ish. Everybody knows that these people are not getting funnels, that they're just fake people. It looks too fake, you know? And then it's just kind of crazy. Like you've got all this red. I mean, I don't know if this is fire or if this is just some like, you know, texture. But then there's just this bar of green here. There's this other, you know, green. Then there's this other color red. Not one that seems to flow well to me. What about your thoughts, Ricky?
Yeah, same thing. There's just a lot going on. So one thing you guys want to keep in mind is when you're designing a page. So it's kind of a stupid little trick I do, but you know those posters you kind of look at, Anthony, like, and you kind of cross your eyes to make the stuff pop out, like so. Yeah. I'll kind of do that to a page and see what calls my attention. And right now, what calls my attention is the background. And as far as I know, you can't click the background to go anywhere. So that's not where my attention should be going. The attention should be going to the opt-in box. So you're pulling away from the goal of the page by putting such a. And I get your idea behind it. You're putting a awesome, cool looking, crazy bright background, but it's pulling away from the goal of the page, and that's clicking that opt-in box.
Right, and if you look like right here, you can see that when you hit this page, like the very first thing that your eye's drawn to is this really just kind of really cool image here that shows all these funnels in this hand, and it just happens to be right next to this opt-in. This image is going to pull your attention, not the background. The background is just kind of hidden back there, right? Whereas on this, my eyes aren't really drawn to this. They're drawn to, actually mine are drawn really over here to this, which isn't telling me anything about the actual page and what I can get, right? So something to consider, is don't make your backgrounds too busy, right? Like you don't want a background that's super, super busy. You want something that's very subtle, right? I won't spend a ton of time like on this particular one. Look, this is not a terrible idea, but here's the thing. I can barely read where it says key to success, and I can clearly see that this image is set on here like this, right? That it was just cropped and put in. So it doesn't, like the idea behind this, like the thought behind it, cool. The execution, probably not, the very, very cleanest that it could be. So go back and see if there's a way you can blend this to look better, right? To look less like I'm seeing a square. Like look at Ricky's, okay? You see how that's an image, right? It's an image on the background, you can see, but you don't see the square. You don't see the image. It blends in with the page, whereas this one, you can clearly see this is an image laid on top of it. It begins to look not as high end, right? So good idea, good design idea, but just not as great on the execution side of things. Let's see. And Ricky, I know there's probably someone here that you'll want to talk about. So you can talk maybe about this one.
Yeah, I guess kind of going back to like even what you just said on this last page is kind of the same issue here. You kind of just do like this square image with a bunch of small text on it that we honestly can't even read. And like I'm looking at the screen share right now, but I think even if I opened this on my own computer, I'd have a hard time reading the text, and if it's even relevant to I don't know, to like funnel cartoon type of deal.
And I like the idea. Hey, who knows how to make funnel easily? Yes, and not cost so much. And this person says, buy some software. And it's like, yeah, but that's hard to learn and takes too much time. I like the concept. It's actually very creative. Maybe try, here's what I would do. Who made this page? Let's look. This was made by Peggy Sherrill. So Peggy, here's what I would do. I would take this image right here, and I would rebuild this, and I would get rid of Ricky's background. You don't have to have it. I would make this whole thing a left to right image where this is the first thing. Hey, who knows how to make funnels easy? And it would sit right there, and then you'd have this little line, and it'd say, yeah, not cost so much, and that person would be here. And when it gets to have you heard about the Done For You Funnel Club? They build 3 profitable funnels for you every month, right? I would have that sitting right on top of this. So I would move this whole thing, right? Like right down here under it. So in other words, I would kind of have it as I start to read that, my eyes go boom, right into the opt-in. I think it could be really cool. Like, I think if you redo this and you make that the star, that little cartoon, the star of the top of the page, you win. Because I think it's a pretty cool idea, because I think people are going to wonder, like, what is this cartoon? So they're going to read it. And that's what we really want. I'm more likely to read that if it's big and it's laid out than I am to read, all of the stuff that we put on these pages, because it all does start to just kind of blend together, right? So I actually really like this concept. We've never even done anything like this. So I like this.
Yep.
Just change the perspective and make that the big, like, boom, people see it, so they read it, right? I think that could be really cool. So please do that. I'm going to put a little X out here for yours. Do that for next week, and that might be one that we consider. Well, that would definitely be one that we would buy with that change. All right. Then you got this one. I can critique this one real fast. there's really just not anything dynamically done here. Like when we say rebuild the funnel pages, like we mean truly like change them, make them different. This is pretty much the same, just with a different background. And then this, which I don't know that this tells me a whole lot, right? Like this is just kind of a stock image from ClickFunnels. So not a terrible concept, but I would get more creative with this image because that image doesn't really tell me like what I'm going to get, right? So I don't know that it adds a whole lot of true value to the process. All right, so we're kind of making our way through. We found like 17, 18 of these in the green. And if you're not on this list, it's just we were trying to do this. Okay. This one really hasn't been changed other than the content. So I don't know, Ricky, why did you put this on the list?
I actually just grabbed what everybody posted.
Oh, okay. So we posted all these, or we looked at all these. Okay. Yeah. So like, this is what I'm talking about when I say change something up. This looks nothing like our page, right? Love the fact that we got a timer up at the top, create some urgency, telling people it's a limited promotion. I actually really like this.
Yeah, the page is really nice. I like the colors you used. Everything pops, and notice how DFY Funnel Club pops, Build My Funnels button pops, and that's it. Everything else still works, and you know all the areas that need to pop. And I like the contrast, and you have an exit pop too, so that's cool.
Yep, this one is very good. So we're going to keep that one out as a potential. And now, guys, remember as we go through these, the whole idea is for you to learn from what we're doing, right? So the whole idea is for you to learn from what we're doing. And actually, this one has changed up an awful lot too. It's definitely different.
For this one, like all he would really need to do is make the little hero image bigger. So like that's, I'm assuming that's just a row with 2 columns. Just literally grab the slider and pop it to the right a little bit, and it's gonna make that image just big enough to where everything fits perfectly, and this page is good to go.
Yeah, and I think you know, anytime you've got your button orange, this is orange, and then you know all this stuff is orange, the button itself starts to kind of like look just like a section on the page. So one of the things I would do is put this whole piece here into like a little dotted line border, if you will, like just so that this piece stands out a little more. So you can put like the little dashed line border around it. And I think that kind of makes that part stand out as like, okay, this is a part that we could, you know, that we could opt in, we could get something for free, right? So these are the things that cross our minds. Remember, we're giving you great advice on how to build an opt-in page that will convert. This is not the answer to an opt-in page that will convert. So relevancy. There is, in my opinion, no relevancy between this image and what we're doing, right? So again, I'm not being a jerk. Let me check my time. Okay, I'm not being a jerk. Look, I love everybody that tried. In fact, everybody that tried and built something, you're awesome, right? Because you're part of that 20%. But we have to build with relevancy. Nothing about floating umbrellas is going to tell me that I'm going to get funnels every month, right? Or that I can make money, or that this site's going to help me for my business, or that it's done for me type thing, right? So think about relevancy when you're building out your pages, okay? Think about what makes sense from a conversion standpoint. This would not be it, okay? This is one that's kind of interesting because I like this, I love the we're holding your hand, like that's part of our no student left behind deal. One of the problems when you use backgrounds like this is they're so bright, you can't see the text, right? Not 100% sure, Ricky, how you fix a problem like that with a bright background, but it's too bright. You can barely read any of this. The only thing that I think maybe they could do is put that into like an opaque shaded background or something.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, just select the column settings for that area and just put like an opaque, like maybe like 30–40% background on it, whether it be a black or white background. That way it separates the actual picture background from your opt-in form and your information. Because right now, even staring at it, like all you want to look at is the picture. You don't even want to look at any of the
Right.
stuff.
So remember, guys, when you're building these pages, you want them to look cool, but cool doesn't always win, right? Sometimes simplicity wins. The whole idea is we want our eyes focused on the button, and we want our eyes to immediately see the value. So see the value, quickly find the button. See the value, quickly find the button. In this, I don't even understand that I'm talking about funnels until, until you say, we'll build 3 funnels for you every month right here, which again, I can't really see that well because of the background. So while I like the symbolism, right, of the background, and I do like that, it's a difficult thing, right, because of the fact that it takes away from what you really want. Now, a GIF like this is pretty cool, right? The fact that you can have something that's kind of moving around. Here's the only problem with it. It's so fast, I really don't know what it is that I'm seeing, and it's too small for the scale of the page. Like, this should be as big as this, sitting side by side, right? Other than that, I don't dislike the fact that this is a shorter page or anything. I just don't know that that video is adding a whole lot of value for me, like with the light bulbs and stuff, right? Make it bigger and make it impactful. See where it says, would you like a completely done for you funnel, right? Like, that's cool. And then you start showing some of the funnels and say, we'll build you 3 per month. Like, make that video right here really sell people on what they need to do, because there's not a whole lot else on this page. Would you agree?
Yeah, and just slow it down. Like, you just have it going way too fast.
Yeah.
Right now, it just serves as a distraction more than anything because you can't even see what it is. When you slow it down, then you give people a chance to kind of absorb what it is and kind of let them see what's going on there.
Exactly. So good critiques on that one. All right. So then we got this one. Let's see. This says done for you funnel club. It's got a nice opt-in page. It's got some cool imagery here for funnels. Let's see.
Number one problem in my eyes in this page is that you have way too many colors. That's why I put this on the list, to just show that. Don't go crazy with the colors, guys. Kind of keep it. Again, boring sells. Cool doesn't. Like, cool is distracting. So yeah, the page looks cool, looks awesome. You're kind of scrolling through it. It's kind of fun and all that, but it's pulling away from the goal of the page, and that's the opt-in form, and everything else is pulling away from that.
Yeah, and so here's a suggestion on this one. First of all of you look at this, because this is a really big key that a lot of people don't see and don't pay attention to. You really don't want this to be on 2 lines. You really, really, really want that button to just be 1 line. Build my funnels, whatever you want to call it, right? See how this is 1 line? We don't break it. When you break it, the button gets really big, and it starts to look less and less like a button and more like an image, like a beveled image, right? You'll rarely ever see someone who's doing 6 or 7 figures online with a button that's got words that are broken, unless it's on mobile. And in some cases on mobile, it's just a necessity to get all the words on there. I would shrink the words on the button. What I would do personally is I would get rid of this red color, because it's not necessary. I feel like everybody used that red because it was on ours right here. The red is not necessary, right? For instance, you could leave this profitable funnel like that, and then down here you could put you could even do black words right here and put a white bar and slide the opacity to it to where it's almost see-through, but it's just enough to make the words pop out, so that you're not using this red color. Because I think if you just use the green and this color, the gold, I think you'd be okay. Like the green and gold, you can have the gold stuff down here, and then just don't have, like Ricky said, look, it's like a color block experience right here. We go from like a black, blue, navy color down into this green, then into this red, then into this gold. It's too much. But I do love the fact that you changed out these images here, like with one of our funnels on Instagram and stuff. I think that's really cool. Another thing that we do is always like when you're making a headline for a section of your page, capitalize the first letter of every word. This isn't a long sentence, right? It's kind of like almost like a billboard that says, look at these successful funnels. So you capitalize the first letter of all the words, makes it look more professional, right? So you want to make sure that you pay close attention to that when you're doing it. So this is a page, I actually really like the fact that you went and found a different background and you changed it up. So this is really cool. Just make some adjustments to it. And I think it's one that we can buy and that we can give to everybody. I'm not sure if this one is going to pull up, Ricky, because it says like oh yeah, we got it to pull up. Okay. That's pretty cool. So basically this is the same thing that we already built. The only difference is you change the background. Is that about right, Ricky?
Yep, that's about it.
Okay, so this one probably, I mean, look, it doesn't look bad, right? It's just not that it's just not changed enough, right? To really justify. Anybody could go in and just take what we've already built and change out the background and be good to go. Now, this one is good. And here's the only thing I would say about doing stuff like this. When you put a woman or a man or whatever, when you put somebody on your page, you almost like attract the avatar, right? It's the reason why, like, I attract a certain person, and I'm obviously, quote, the brand, whatever you want to call it, but I attract a certain person, right? And I can't get a different one. But if I put my wife on my ads, all of a sudden I get a totally different buyer. Like some of you may have seen ads with my wife in it, and you probably wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my wife being in the dang ad. So one thing I would say is, if you're gonna put a female up here, then when you scroll down, somewhere on the page, just somewhere, drop a male somewhere, right? Or what we do is we split test pages. So this image right here of her, which she's like spunky and cool, she's like, what's up? I got my funnels, you know what I'm saying? Or I build funnels. Like, that's awesome. I think it's a great picture. Like, she's great. I don't know where you got this picture, but this is a great picture. Maybe just split test one with a man, one with a woman, and then one with men and women, right? Because as you're promoting, you'll find, as crazy as the human brain is, it just is attracted to certain things, right? And certain things catch your eye and your attention. But I love this girl's picture, and I love the coolness of, like, you know, I build funnels or we build funnels. Like, I think that's an inviting image. Like, of all the images I've seen tonight looking through these, that's the coolest image I've seen personally. Like, the most inviting. The only thing I would say is check your button. You see where it says build my funnels? It's got a lot of space down here. There's probably a enter key that was hit. But I actually really like this. Like, I think that this is really awesome.
Yeah, this was one of my top picks out of all of them.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. This is a great page. We should buy this page. Who made this page? Let's see. Beverly Lynn. Well, this is not surprising. Beverly builds a lot of pages. Beverly's coming after your job, Ricky. Everyone think I should hire Beverly. Well, Beverly, I'm not so sure that you're for hire. I'm just saying, I mean, Beverly's page or Ricky's page. Ricky, you got some work to do, man. Like, you've got to start, I think you got to start thinking a little more outside the box, a little, I mean, Beverly's page, Ricky's page, Beverly's page, Ricky's page. Ricky doesn't put a timer on, Beverly does. Ricky doesn't put a human on, Beverly does. Ricky doesn't highlight. Now, Beverly, I would advise against this. Okay, Beverly, Ricky might win. I would not do as much white text on yellow. It's so bright you can't read it, right? Like, this is so little, and the yellow is so bright. I can't, like, when I look at it, I'm like, nah, you know? So
yeah, literally just split those colors, like put the black from the button as the background and the yellow from the background on the button, and you're good.
Yep, and you're good. So I think this is good. How many of you would like this page? How many of you would like for us to buy this page and give it to you next week live on the Success Connection as one of the opt-in pages for your brand new done-for-you Funnel Club business. Give me a big yes. Well, there's lots of yeses there, Ricky. So we're going to buy that one. Okay, I think that one is really good. Let's see. Going back through these. This one, we just need you to put like the dotted line around this and maybe kind of clean up down here a little bit because it gets a little messy. And then I think this one would be really good. So come back next week with that one done. Let's see. We got this one. We got this one. So this one, like I said, I use this as an example about using certain colors. So I think we just, purple is good, but you may want to use, we call them gender neutral colors, or we try to anyway. And look, I could care less. I like purple. I wore a purple suit for my wedding, but I also like money and I like to convert and I like conversions. And so I just do what the conversions tell me to do, right?
There's another page.
I like this page. I think this would be a cool page for people.
Yeah.
So I think these two pages are great. I think this page, like you said, a little bit busy with all the colors, with so many colors, but I think we could make this one work. I think you could do a few tweaks up here on this one, and we could make this one work too. So
definitely.
let's buy these three, and this is, let's see, I think this is Ed E. Bennett Murphy, which, I mean, some of the names. And by the way, like I said, we've been rolled. So Ed Murphy on this one. And then this is detailed. So who is detailed? Linda Boquisk. So Linda Boquisk, hopefully I said your name right. So Linda Boquisk for this one. And then this one is Beverly Lynn. So all three of you, $100 a piece tonight live on the Success Connection. And here's the cool part. All of you will get these pages next week completely free. So we bought one from Beverly Lynn. Let's see, Beverly Lynn. Ed Murphy, congratulations, Ed. And then the other one was probably a newer student. I have not, to my knowledge, bought anything from Linda Boquist. So Linda Boquist. All right. All of you get $100 for your pages. Nick will be reaching out to you and Ricky inside the Facebook group to get the share links. And next week, you'll get these completely free. So 3 awesome opt-in pages, all done for you, all completely free, all happening next week right here on the Success Connection. And of course, you get this page free too. You should already have it. It is already available for you in the download section of your student portal here, which I will give you access to in just a little while. So we have all of those things coming up, but right now what we have to do is we have to give away some ridiculous prizes, okay? So let me pull back up my iPad here. And Ricky, you're welcome to pop off at any time because I know you had some family stuff to do tonight. I just wanted you to be on to do the kind of the critiquing of some of these pages that were posted, and I think it's been a lot of fun. How many of you enjoy having Ricky on? Just say yes. Very good. He'll be on next week with page 2 of your funnel, so make sure that you're here. We're going to design it live, Ricky.
Sounds good.
We're going to design page 2 live. It's going to be a build it live ordeal.
Let's do it.
All right, dude. Have fun. Don't shut down our meeting when you get off.
Nope. All right, guys. Take care.
All right. So, guys, making notes for next week, okay, before I give away a bunch of stuff, which is going to happen. I think it's 12/26 next week. It's crazy. Number 1, we're going to give you the 3 pages, the 3 opt-in pages for your done-for-you funnel business. Okay, you get those completely free next week. So all 3 of the ones I just bought, you're going to get them for free. We're going to build step 2 of your business live with Ricky. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that instead of it just being done, we're going to build it and then still give it to you in the same night. We're going to let you watch us build it. How many of you like that idea? Should be a big yes. Ricky's going to start being like, Anthony, dude, I can't get on these trainings every single Thursday night. Well, that's how life goes, Ricky. He's going to be like, dude, I didn't sign up for this. Neither did I. All right, so that's what's happening next week on the Success Connection is you're going to get the 3 opt-in pages. We're also going to build step 2, which is the thank you page. So we're going to build that live with you. Okay, let's see, thank you page. And everyone gets a gift next week. All right, so gifts for all. If you attend live next week, I know it's the day after Christmas, but I mean, I'll be here. If you attend live, you are going to get an awesome gift from me completely free. It's yours. There's nothing for sale. There never is. It's going to be an awesome day. So let's give away these prizes real quick so we can wrap things up. I know I told you I was going to go a little bit shorter tonight, and I'm actually going to go longer. I'm sorry. It always happens, but it's Christmas time. It's holiday time. It's time to give away all the stuff that I promised to give away. You can see it right down there. We have some crazy, crazy prizes to give away. Okay, so we're going to start. I know I take names and notes and all that stuff. When we call your name for one of these gifts, please note that we will reach out to you, okay, to give you the information, or to get your information to give you the gift, okay? So let's start with the 10 copies of my book, because it's pretty easy to do, okay? So we're going to start with the 10 copies of my book. We're going to look right over here. All right, so I'm going to scroll through our chat box over here, and I'm just going to start picking names and reading names, okay? So you're going to see me looking this way because this is where the chat box is down here, all right? So if you're here and you're live, just say, yes, 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 I'm live, I'm live. We're giving away 10 copies of my book. I'll sign it and ship it to you completely free. It's the Hidden Millionaire, over 1 million copies sold worldwide, and I'm happy to give 10 of you completely free copies. You don't pay for shipping or anything. I'm just going to ship it to you. It's my gift to you for the holidays. All right, so let's go through. I'm also going to give Carl Davies one. So Carl Davies, you get a copy of my book signed and completely free. I actually added you on because I've been communicating with you on Facebook with some of the posts and things, so I wanted to hook you up. So Carl Davies gets one. Looks like, let's scroll through here. My mouse is over here, my computer's over there. All right, Daniel Green gets a copy of the Hidden Millionaire book completely free. Renee Rutten, completely free copy of the Hidden Millionaire book. We're also going to give, I added this one in, I'm not even going to pick this one out of the box, Tanya Jenkins, going to give you a copy of my book completely free. I want to thank you for all your contributions to the Success Connection group and to the members this year. It's been awesome, and everybody has benefited so greatly for it. So we're going to give Tanya Jenkins one. All right, keep making your posts. Let's see, Doug Corbett, copy of my book, completely free, signed, coming your way. Let's see, we have Susan Beasley, copy of my book, completely free, headed your way. All right, keep your comments coming. I see them. It's tons of them, I know. Greg Storms, copy of my book, The Hidden Millionaire, completely free, signed, on its way to you once we get your shipping information. All right. Beverly Lynn, going to give you a copy of the book since you have completed almost every single time I've asked to build a page. You have built a page. So completely free copy of my book coming to Beverly Lynn. Richard John Reed, going to give you a copy of my book. Let's see, keep them coming. I've got Willard Brown. So Willard Brown, going to give you a copy of my book. Let me count how many that is because they're making notes for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that's 10. So we've got 10 copies of my book that I have now given away. I've also dropped my pen, which is not really an ideal situation. Hold on one second. This is what happens when I start doing things by myself. Okay. All right, so we've given away 10 copies of the book. That's done. Let's give away the iPad. All right, so the iPad as we go through here. All right, iPad, I'm just going to scroll. It's only one person, so I'm going to scroll through the questions, and I'm going to just land on somebody. All right, Chris Kingsley, you get a new iPad. It literally will look just like this one. Chris Kingsley. Everybody say congrats to Chris. Chris, you get an iPad. I know, right? Chris, the name down. Nick, I need you to take these notes for me. That would be awesome if you could write down Chris's name, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do that consistently. All right, what's next on here? So iPad gone. Apple EarPods. I'm wearing some, except for I'm going to give you the Pros, which are $250. These are the cheap ones. I have some Pros too. The Pros are awesome. So Apple EarPod Pros coming your way for one person. Let me scroll. All right, let's see. And go. All right. Joanna Walsh. Joanna Walsh. Sorry. Joanna Walsh. Copy of, or not copy of, my Apple EarPods. Not mine, a new pair, a new set. Apple EarPods, Joanna Walsh. Nick, please make sure that you write that down for me. Joanna Walsh, you get a copy. You get some Apple EarPods. Can everybody tell that it's just a little bit, it's a little overwhelming for me. It's a lot of stuff to give away. A mic for filming. It's one of these things. I use what is this? I think it's like a Yeti. Not a Yeti. A blue. It's called like a blue Yeti. I honestly don't know what. It's called blue. It's got the word blue on it, so maybe it is a blue Yeti. Can't remember. But anyway, it's awesome. It's great. I love it. It's good sound quality for, stuff that you're doing at home. It's great if you're going to film any videos or ads or anything like that. So let's see. We will, do a mic. All right. Scroll through here. All right. I'm going to scroll, let my mouse slide. And Robert Greenwich. Robert, you get a blue Yeti mic. It's not blue, it's silver, but Robert Greenwich. Yeah, Robert Greenwich. Nick, please write that down. We're gonna have to reach out to Robert. So Robert Greenwich, you now get a copy. You get a mic, okay? A mic for your computer, all right? All right, so let's give away one full day with Ricky because, why not? Ricky did not. And by the way, we need to define full day. That's somewhere between 9 and 5 with, like a 1 hour lunch. Okay. So it's, we have to be nice to Ricky. We can't just take him forever. So, we're going to give that away. All right. Let's scroll through and pick a winner for one full day with Ricky building your funnel. Okay. That legitimately is worth thousands of dollars because he'll be able to go through, get in your account, build whatever you need, take care of you. He works for you for the day, right? And he was super happy to do this, so that's really, really cool of him. So let's go through. All right, here we go. Scrolling through, picking out a winner for a full day with Ricky. Tina Choate. Our code, it's C-H-O-A-T-E. I think that's Choate. It's Tina Choate. So Tina, you get a full day with Ricky. A full day with Ricky building your funnels. That should be awesome. Awesome. And then we've got, so everybody, congratulations so far. We're giving away all kinds of stuff. I don't even know how much this is going to cost me, but it's a lot of money and it's all good. It's fun. And I'm excited to do it for all of you. I'm excited for all of you to be able to have this. Now, for our 3-day Destin vacation, all right, so this is just 3 days in my condo in Destin, Florida. What I'm going to do is I selected the winner for this, and it was not necessarily a randomly chosen winner. It is someone that has contributed an awful lot to the group, someone that has contributed to helping everyone else, and someone that's always contributing and helping people inside of our Facebook group. I like to recognize people like that. Mind you that I have no favorites in our group, right? I love everybody. I love those that contribute more because I see them more. I talk to them more. I pay attention to them more. There are a lot of you that have contributed to our Facebook group over the last year and have really helped a lot of people, and for that I'm very thankful. And so But for this particular one, I just thought about it and I said, this is somebody that's been following me, been on my webinars for quite some time, and is always helping people and always making money doing all the stuff that we teach, which I think is such a great example, like such a great example for everybody else. Like when somebody can take almost every free business we've given them and turn it into money, like great example for you to follow. And I feel like it's just like, you should follow it. You know what I mean? You should do what this person does and pay attention to them and truly like reach out for help in the Facebook group and pay attention when they post and all that stuff. So anyway, I could talk up a lot of people, and I'm actually going to do a crazy giveaway next week for you guys. That's going to blow your mind anyway. So that's coming up next. But for this, for our 3-day vacation in Destin, Florida, in my condo, I'm giving that to Abby Hunjo. Abby has done such a phenomenal job just being a part of our community for years now, and I don't think anybody could ever say, man, she doesn't help me, or she's not constantly posting in the group, or she's not reaching out. I mean, she even reached out to me today and said, look, there's people posting spam in the Facebook group. Let me moderate it for you. Like let me delete this stuff for you. And I just think anybody that's willing to spend their time not only helping themselves but helping other people, that's an example that we want to set in our group, and that's a person we want to follow and an example we want to follow. So Abby, we'll reach out to you and get you scheduled for a 3-day vacation in one of my condos in Destin, Florida next year, so that you can spend some time with the family. So we have given a ton of stuff away, but there remains more next week. Okay, so check this out. Next week, I'm doing it again because I'm insane. I know this. Next week, number 1, we're going to give you the 3 funnel pages we bought tonight. Okay, so that was $300 value. Number 2, we're going to have a build your thank you page live for your done for you funnel business. All right. Number 3, we're going to give away a 3-day vacation to Destin again. If you are on live, you can win. And then the kicker is there is a gift for everyone if you attend. Next week, there is legitimately a gift. I would say $1,000 value. We'll just put it on there. $1,000 value. There is a gift with a $1,000 value I am giving to every single one of you if you attend. How many of you are excited about that? Just give a big yes. If you attend next week, you are guaranteed a gift worth $1,000 just for logging on here and being on the Success Connection the day after Christmas. I know it's the day after Christmas. I can't help it. That's just how things go. I'll be here. The question is, will you? How many of you are going to be here next week with me? Just yes. All right. Even if you attend by your phone, if you just dial in, whatever you got to do, jump on. It'll be a short session next week. Well, I say it'll be a short session. I also said tonight would be a short session, and it's longer than most of them, so I'm sorry. But lots of cool stuff given away. Congratulations to everybody that won. We're going to reach out to you. It'll probably be, obviously with Christmas coming up next week, we'll do the best we can tomorrow and Saturday to reach out to you. But next week, we'll make sure that we get all of your information. We'll get your books shipped out, this iPad, the EarPods, the mic, all the stuff that we gave away tonight. Hopefully you guys have had a great time and enjoyed your time here. Let me tell you how to get these funnels if you're brand new, so we can wrap things up tonight here on the Success Connection. Obviously, if you're brand new, you want to get your funnels, you want to get enrolled, you want to basically get involved really quickly, right? This is your Success Connection student portal. I'm going to give you the link and the password to this page in just a second. This is the Partner with Anthony program, that those people that you saw earlier, the screenshots and the success, this is where it came from. Most of you have Partner with Anthony anyway. This is our Facebook group. You want to go into our Facebook group now and you want to join it, okay? Because there's going to be part of this $1,000 guaranteed prize is going to be in this Facebook group next week. So you can click right here to join the Facebook group. Do it now. Like, make sure you do it. Don't procrastinate. Make it happen, okay? So do it now. Join the Facebook group when you get onto this page. Then if you don't have ClickFunnels, you need it. All of these pages that we're buying from these students, they built them in ClickFunnels. All 3 of these pages were built in ClickFunnels. I'm going to give these to you next week for free, but you got to have ClickFunnels to use them. The same thing with the page that we've already done. You can have this page tonight, but you got to have ClickFunnels. So please, please, if you do not have ClickFunnels already, you can click this button, get a free trial to it. This is a tool that you need. It's what I use to run my business. If it's good enough for me, it's probably good enough for you. So get ClickFunnels. Then what you want to do is scroll down here, and the first thing you want to do is download your funnel opt-in page for your done-for-you funnel business. You want to get this page downloaded, okay? Next week, I'm going to buy 2 more pages that students post inside of the Facebook group. So if you do a little bit of work now and tomorrow and the next day, you could potentially win. I'm going to buy 2 more pages. I'll add that to my notes for next week. I'm going to buy 2 more pages from you. All you got to do is create them, post them in the Facebook group. Post them in the Facebook group. That's how we find it, okay? So we're going to give away another $200 next week by buying 2 more pages for everybody next week. So done for you funnel business, you want to download it. Then make sure you download the pages for all the other businesses. Like I said, if you're a new student, it's okay. You can get caught up. You can get all of your challenge funnel businesses right here. All you got to do is click the download button. All of your Instagram profits business, download all this right here. Here's the thing. You can download every button on here that says download now is a new business that you can download, and you can download it tonight before midnight. After midnight, these links do not work. It is to prevent people from stealing from us, so we have to do it that way. So you have until tonight at midnight to get in here, get ClickFunnels if you don't already have it, and then download your businesses and be ready to rock and roll next week. How many of you are excited? Just give me a big yes. Oh, that's a lot to talk about. All right, let me give you how to get into here, okay? Let me give you the password, the URL, all that good stuff. All right, let's see. This right here is the URL to that page. So you guys should see that. It's go.thesc.com/funnel. And the password for tonight, as you may guess, gifts, because we've given away a lot of gifts. So the password for tonight is gifts. So all you've got to do is go to go.thesc.com/funnel. Type in the password gifts. You go right here to the student portal section. You can get Partner with Anthony. You can join our Facebook group. You can get ClickFunnels. You can download all these businesses we built for all of our students. You don't have to get left behind. You don't miss out because you're new. No, we bring it all to you. And if you build a new version of this page, all you gotta do is get ClickFunnels, download our page, build a new version of it, post it in our Facebook group, and you could win, or we could choose your design next week and pay you $100 for it, and then give it to everybody in the group. That's you getting paid for learning. That's you getting paid for doing awesome stuff. So we're gonna add that to, let's see, we're gonna buy 2 more pages. Let's see, opt-in pages for done for you funnel biz from students. All right, so lots and lots of cool stuff happening next week. That is going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys will get a copy of these notes and everything tomorrow, so obviously you'll get everything that you need to have awesome amounts of success. Listen, the URL's on the screen, the password's on the screen. I just want to say thank you all for being here. I hope you all have a happy holiday. I know not everybody celebrates Christmas, but for those that do, I wish you a Merry Christmas. For those around the world that don't, I just want to wish you a happy holiday and have a great weekend, a safe weekend, a fun weekend. And like I always say, do a little something this weekend that other people aren't doing. You'll be ahead of the game. I truly hope that you guys have enjoyed your time on the Success Connection tonight. I know it went a little longer than usual, but I had, 15 gifts to give away? That sometimes takes up some time. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've learned an awful lot. Please go to the URL, put in the password, get ClickFunnels, get your funnels going, build some, post them in the groups, be communicative in the groups, right? And here's the deal, next week, not only am I going to give away awesome designs, more pages. I'm going to give away another vacation to Florida just because it's the end of the year, so we'll celebrate. I'm going to give away a 3-day vacation to our condos in Florida, and every single person that joins us live next week is going to get a $1,000 value gift completely free from me to you as a way to say thank you for joining me in 2019, and I look forward to seeing you every single Thursday in 2020. Listen, everybody, take care. Thank you so much. Happy holidays, and I'll see you all next week right here, same place, at the same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.